So Enchantress is the best deck for beating the best decks. Or really just beating Dreadnought, and then there's just like a lot of people who play Burn, and so Enchantress beats Burn. The fact that it also is quite good against mid-range and control, and basically only bad to combo, and I guess goblins sometimes, is why it has a lot going for it. In fact, the worst matchups for Enchantress are like Grotog, and Oath Speculation. So Grotog being just good because it can board in like Ray of Revelation and Engineered Plague and like have Meddling Mage. So you can have Engineered Plague on Argothian and then like Meddling Mage on Presence or whatever. You can Meddling Mage starts Plowshares. That's pretty good. Just stop them from ever drawing cards. In general, the stop them from ever drawing cards plan is the best way to fight against Enchantress. Oath Spec has the same tools. It has Ray of Revelation, main deck, and has main deck Volcanic Spray to deal with Argothian. So pretty cool that the two most scary decks for Enchantress are decks that nobody plays. Now that said, it's not like you have like tremendous edge against like the entire field. You can be beaten, but you have overwhelming advantage against a lot of decks. And that's just sort of by design. Opal Wave is really hard for a giant chunk of decks to deal with. Argothian Enchantress is really hard for another giant chunk of decks to deal with. And between those two, it's like really hard to beat Enchantress, right? So there's sometimes you can contain their card draw and then they randomly Opal Wave you, or they just draw cards and eventually Opal Wave you. And then you basically don't really beat Enchantress with strategies too often. Again, with the exception of combo, right? If you're playing a combo deck, you can definitely just bamboozle Enchantress. But you kind of have to beat them with cards, like Tranquil Domain type stuff, backed with pressure, right? So the Elf deck really wants to sort of elf out and go for Tranquil Domain. You can also, I guess, beat it with Mana Denial, but not really necessarily like mopey Mana Denial. You can't just be slow Mana Denial, right? Because you, as the Enchantress player, you are going to draw like a lot of lands and explorations. And if you have enchantments in play, you have Serra Sanctum, which is a super land, and you have 4 copies of it. So overall, Enchantress is going to be really excellent in that regard. Here is my take on the deck. So I think that you should play Worldly Tutor as the 5th card that's really good in your opening hand, right? So the initial conception of this deck, Rich J played 4 Mirri's Guile and 1 Sylvan Library. I'm just going to play Worldly Tutor instead of Sylvan Library because it's a little bit faster. The one thing about this deck is that it's a kind of slow to get going, right? You have turn 1, Bluch, turn 2, Bluch, right? Argothian, and then turn 3, you draw one card, or maybe you play Enchantress Presence. So first 3 turns, you've done almost nothing, right? It's on turn 4, you start, really spamming stuff. Now, granted, if you have a 7-card keep and you start with Exploration into Land, Wild Growth, into Argothian, Serra Sanctum, Double Seal, you can do things, right? But most of the time, you kind of have this like slow exponential growth curve that's like, or logarithmic, I don't know, exponential, I guess. So it's like first 3 turns of development, you're kind of slow, but then afterwards, you just kind of super snowball out of control. So Worldly Tutor being a little bit faster than Sylvan, I'm going to have some preference for, though I do think Sylvan is quite good. But I'm going to prioritize a little bit for speed because I've noticed that the meta is not really too slowness oriented. And then even if it is, like, the basic concept of Worldly Tutor is like you're mulling to 6 or 5 to find Argothian Enchantress, so you might as well just play Worldly Tutor, which is mulling to -1 for Argothian, right? In the sideboard, again, I have Enlightened Tutor for speed. I have Mirror Tech, which is like super unnecessary, but I just wanted to try it to see what happens if I put Cleansing Meditation in the sideboard, and Tormod's Crypt to try to checkmate against the Mirror, because otherwise the Mirror is just a draw I mean, it's a draw or, you know, you speed out a control. And then Enlightened Tutor can also pull the Tormod's Crypt against combo, and Gaia's Blessing is good against combo. And then I've got another Parallax Wave because I think that Goblins and Elves, you really want 4 copies of Parallax Wave, and you want that to come down on turn 3. And if you do have that come down on turn 3, you're in pretty excellent shape. Now, granted, maybe they go Naturalize, kill you, but there's only so much you can do. At least they have to spend 2 mana to do it, and then from there you can just replenish or, you know, keep trying to do the thing. So, I guess I could play 1 Enlightened Tutor over the Sterling Grove, but I think you don't really want to have fewer than 3 Sterling Grove, just because sometimes having double Sterling Grove is just really excellent. Although I gotta say, out of the games that I've played, having double Sterling Grove doesn't seem like super, super important. So that's an interesting one. I guess I'll think on that. I felt like the 3rd Carpet of Flowers is just 1 too much for blue decks, but yeah, you know, Tide is still quite a popular thing, and this deck doesn't love to get tided. It has recourse, but it doesn't, you know, doesn't love to get tided. So the 3rd Carpet of Flowers does hedge against that quite a bit. But I'm trying to think, like, okay, well, what kind of thing would I do instead? So maybe let's just try it for science. Enlightened Tutor is also faster at getting Enchantresses present, right? Because if you have an opening hand with Sterling Grove, you can't get the presence into play until turn 4. So Enlightened Tutor is better than that. Obviously, it doesn't trigger your things, and we're kind of low on the enchantment count in my imagination of the deck, right? We have these cards, so we are low on enchantments, but you kind of just have to believe that once you get going, you're going to get going. I also trimmed an exploration. So yeah, maybe I'm trimming way too many enchantments. I could like swap the Swords of Plowshares for Kirtar's Desire, which I've always been like generally a fan of. And I guess since we're in the testing mood, we might as well try it out. Kirtar's Desire being sorcery speed is actually like quite relevant, right? Because you know, mana efficiency and everything, but it's an enchantment, so we gotta learn some things too at the same time. But yeah, enchantment density is something that I have to think about. But overall, I think this is going to be an interesting test, and yeah, we're gonna put this through the challenge, so that'll be interesting as well. We are on the play with quite an exciting hand of Argothian wild growth situations. We are going to be off to the races quite quickly. So hopefully, our opponent's on burn, which will at least make this interesting. We may hate the City of Brass, but I don't know, Travis Ruins isn't that exciting here either. All right, what do we do? We go Basic Forest, Growth It, second turn, Argothian, Growth It. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind I'm starting like this. And I might go Argothian, Wild Growth, targeting Basic Forest again because I want to be... Oh no, there's no way to make it mana efficient. But I'll still probably do double Basic Forest, right? Because I'll have plenty of white after that. This is a fast start for my opponent. I'm on the draw against double pup. I need a Parallax very quickly. That is really not good. And the other thing is I didn't draw an additional enchantment. So do I ever go Presence and then Argothian Growth draw 2 for my turn 3? And then they go into their turn 4 and they literally kill me? I need to find Plowshares just like straight up immediately. I'm also going to play, I think I'm going to play Brushland because I'm literally going to try to take as little damage as possible here. All right, I have to find interaction next turn because otherwise I'm too slow. Should I growth the Brushland or the forest? What's more flexible? I think I'm growthing the Brushland. I hate to be like forced to decide if I'm going to use colorless mana, but I think I'm just going to treat this as a colorless land. So it'll just be, oh, there we go. Okay, so then we go Confinement, Enchantress's Presence. Can we go Presence and Confinement in the same turn? We'll have 4, 5, 6 mana. Yeah, we'll be perfect for that. All right, so my opponent has to get the turn 3 kill on me, which they can't do without a Ball Lightning, right? Or I guess it's like 4 go down to 11, Bolt Bolt Fire Blast. 4 down to 11, Bolt Bolt Fire Blast is 1 off. Okay. Wow, we had the perfect draw against the burn. Oh, it's red-green burn. Okay, well, the Solitary Confinement is way less good now. It's not going to change what I'm doing, right? Presence? Because I can, if I get to freaking Sterling Grove, then it's over. And I will be able to get to Sterling Grove with this this hand. So they kind of have a 1-turn window for their main deck, 2 naturalizes to show up. Doggers. Doggers, poggers. Discard this City of Brass. And Enlightened Tutor. Oh, I can just do this on my main phase because I'm not going to have a draw step. I wasted a mana, which is definitely not good. But I don't think it'll matter, right? Because I'm going to go... what can I go? Presence, draw 2. So I have 2 green mana this turn. I think I should go Argothian Presence. Argothian Presence. The 6/5 plus 1 is not enough, so I should just go Presence Grove. Oh no, I did have enough. Okay, and then obviously I have to draw a I have to draw an enchantment in 4, which I almost didn't. I think paying life is still quite bad. Let's go with Tutor for another Argothian. That's gonna definitely pay off. Exploration, draw everything, draw the world. Opponent cheering on Worldly Tutor, which I dig that they dig. I like that I play it as well. Here we go. Now we are finally on the cook. Let's see. Going to Kirtar is the doggo. Okay, forest. Oh, I should have saved 1 more land drop. Okay, what's the best way to do this? I should play Sterling Grove. I should play... No, okay. Let's see. I should just play... play Sterling Grove. I have to, like, not deck myself now. I guess I didn't need to do this, right? Oh my god, I'm literally... Oh, but I skip all my draw steps, so it's fine. Okay, play... Wait, I'm literally 1 mana off. Where's my exploration, dude? Should I draw an exploration? It probably doesn't matter. I can just play Opal and then just like attack with everything. Because attacking is like the same, and then Opal is double shroud right now. And I can also draw exploration. How many triggers do I have? I got 5? So many triggers, and still no exploration. All right. All right, well, I can't attack with my Solitary Confinement. Attack for 8. And draw another Opal, I think is the only thing that speeds things up. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Discard all these things that I don't need. Need to keep some enchantments around though. Do I have an enchantment around? I'm keeping all my P waves, so it should be fine. I should pitch the presence. I don't want that. Pup, sure. Right. I bought that Opalescence. And I guess we'll ditch the Seal Cleansing or something. Just play P-Wave and Opal. Just attack for... can I attack for lethal? No. I should have just planned to Replenish. My Replenish is like angling around main deck. Oh wait, but if I get T-domained, I can like save them with whatever. Okay, whatever. Not really thinking too hard. Dog. So like the thing that I needed to do was to like set up, if I was like trying to like play absolutely perfectly to like stop the overdraws, I can like discard this Opal and then replenish it so that I don't have to overdraw the Opal. And it's my like one replenish, so it does kind of matter. So we're just gonna wave out the dog, and then we're going to move on to our attack step. All right, took way too long to win that game, but only a 3-minute differential on our opponent. So here's the interesting question: if we know our opponent has naturalized, do we run solitaries? We do have to still run solitaries, right? Because they're still fogs against creatures. And I feel like Karmic Justice is still good. I feel like we want P-Wave a lot. I think Sterling Grove is like a little bit slow, even though it protects from naturalize effects. And then yeah, I think both tutors are still good. Like I'm gonna need to tutor my way in to the lock, right? Karmic Justice. Am I missing an enchantment that matters from them? Maybe Replenish is better than Karmic Justice? Or is Replenish better than Sterling Grove? I still want enchantments in my deck though. That's the only problem. I want all the speed. We got really lucky that game, honestly. There's a lot of ways that game could have gone sideways. Although it did look like they didn't have the turn 4 kill Goldfish, so. Sort of saved by that. Is Replenish better than Karmic Justice? I mean, if they ever get the Tranquil Domain off and I have Karmic Justice in play, like Karmic Justice is my head against Tranquil Domain, right? It makes it so that I blow up their everything. What if they like line it up so they have Tranquil Domain plus like float enough mana to like burn me out or something like that? Hard to say. Maybe Tranquil Domain or Karmic Justice simply just isn't that good against solo naturalize. I don't know. 2-for-1ing them is still quite good. Like I can get Treetop Village. Give it a try. Oh, well, I think I have to keep this on the draw. It's slow AF. I have to like hope that my Mirri's Guile gets me an interaction spell. But if it does, I'm not in horrible shape. And then if it's ramp, if I get any ramp, then I can P-Wave on 3. I don't play enough interaction to mulligan to it, right? I just have like Kirtar's Desire and Plowshares. And Wave is interaction, so just quite slow. Okay, that's second Mirri's Guile. It's not exciting. And the fact that I had to, this is in a forest, so I couldn't use Mirri's Guile fetches. Also, Le Big Sad, right? Guile, and what that Guile flips is going to be crucial to our survival of this game. Sylvan. Oh man. Sylvan is slow, but definitely gas if they are playing lots of naturalize effects, right? All right, 3 looks. Looking for Argothian Wild Growths. I mean, I guess Seal Cleansing would have been fine here. Opponent hanging out in the tank on this Mirri's Guile trigger, possibly double queuing. Right, I get a shuffle away. I mean, this is like Opal Wave wrapped up, but is that enough? It's just so awkward because I'm just going to go Presence. It's going to naturalize. Seems kind of bad. But, so I can just chew through all the naturalize. I go Opal, then I go Wave, or I go Wave, then I go Opal. So I go Presence, Wave, Opal is my curve. I guess I'll play the Heath and base off what like my opponent's act is. I think I'm going to hold this Mirri's Guile for triggers. So I'm going to go Enchantress, Presence. If they do nothing and they just look like they're holding up Naturalize, then I can throw a Presence to get Naturalized. Then I can go Wave, and I can wave out like if they play a Wild Mongrel, then I kind of want to have the Opal. Because it's going to force them to use a lot of Naturalize effects right away. I think I want more Replenishes, actually, because if they're going to, like, if have the read that they would have, like, some amount of Tranquil Domain, so I feel like I have to fight against this. Treetop Village is a little slow. Is it just a dog? It's a pup. It's a pop with 1G. Interesting. Yeah, let's just draw Opalescence this turn, right? Because I can't imagine doing anything besides play Opalescence this turn. The only thing is I also need double white, which mega blows. Man, that is really bad that I need double white. Such is life. So I wonder if they hold up like the end step Tranquil Domain for the maximum pain. Man, being on the draw is not fun, huh? Right, so what my opponent does here is going to sort of be defining. I guess I didn't need to prioritize Opalescence too much because I have the Solitary, because I could use Solitary as bait. I mean, Tranquil Domain changes this all the time. Like I'm playing to beat Naturalize, but oh, could I just Opalescence and then like if they go Animate Treetop and then attack here, okay, they just go for the Naturalize like what I expected. But can you imagine? They're at 3. I actually just killed them. Oh, okay, we got this. Okay, well, we do need to hit a land, but okay, we did hit a land. We did an exploration and a land. It's kind of good. Well, it's actually not as good as I'm saying. But I could have sort of accelerated my way in by going Presence plus something. I think this turn, it makes sense to play Wave, right? I guess if I play Wave and then play Opalescence and they disenchant, I'm kind of in bad shape. So I'm playing around, so I'm trying to decide if they have second disenchant or not, or versus whether or not they can do 13 damage. I mean, I can also, like, if they don't hold up red, no, I mean, they're gonna have another effect, right? I seriously was thinking about bamboozling them with, can I go Presence, Opal, Wave? Can I go Presence, Solitary, Opal, Wave? Does that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I take 8 damage, and I'm in double burn range. I think this Wave can just be a fog. So what I can do is I can wait on the Opalescence for the amount of fade counters that I have. So I can first go Enchantress's Presence, Mirri, Guile for 1 turn. Like I don't have to wave everything out, right? I can wave, have 2 counters, then have 1 counter. So if they go for the Treetop Village, I can triple wave, but otherwise I'll just double wave, wait 1 turn, play Presence plus Guile or something. Yeah, they just go for the naked Naturalize, right? So now what I can do is... Oh, there's a Crypt, okay. Okay, so now I have to go like Presence, Guile, Pass, Presence, Growth Pass, Presence, Growth Pass. And I take, how much damage am I taking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have to go Solitary Confinement? 2 mana open, so I go Solitary Confinement. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 13 exactly. So now I have to try to win this game with a Confinement. I mean, I have 2 Enchantresses present, so it could work. So I go Confinement, then I have to pitch Opalescence, and then go Presence, win out. Oh, I should have held up white, right? So I can put some fear into their mongrel's heart. Naturalize doesn't kill me, it puts me at 1 short, but then I'm just like effectively dead because there's nothing. I wish they had like Karplusan for us and I could like get across the finish line with Mirri's Guile. That would have been crazy. All right, Stay of Execution. Mirri's Guile will make me discard the Wild Growth on top of my deck, which is fine. Guile is going to let me do some Guile tricks for the purpose of... oh, I have Solitary, right? So Replenish wins the game. They can't Crypt me with the Solitary out. So actually I'm in decent shape until their next Naturalize shows up, which obviously very well can. They have Library and they have Shuffling and stuff. But interesting game so far. Love the red splash from the red aggro, or green splash from the red aggro deck. It's looking pretty cool here. Looking like it's doing the thing to make their, like Burn I would just be dumpstered right now, right? But the combination of Library and Naturalize has definitely made this a fair fight. The fact that they didn't immediately top stuff tells me they didn't draw Naturalize, unless they did. No, they just have Call the Herd. Call the Herd matters not at all. So it looks like their Library locked still. Great. Got a 0 cards in hand. What's happening here? Oh, just the refurb. Okay. Same 3 cards are going to be on top of my deck. So we go draw. Are we going to cast Exploration or Wild Growth is the question. If we cast Exploration, we go draw. I think we cast Wild Growth, right? It's better than Exploration because we're probably just going to pitch the land. Pitch the Wild Growth. Go to my main. Play. Presence. Draw a card. Play. Exploration. Draw. And we're going to discard Wooded Foothills, our upkeep, and then we're going to hopefully Wild Growth and keep the chain running, keep the chains moving as they do in football. Did they get it this turn? They did not. All right, we're still playing towards our Replenish here, Replenish outs. There it is. Okay, literally perfect. I didn't intend for it to be so perfect, but it turned out to be perfect. I sort of like didn't really think about this line, but it happened. You have Shroud. Exile target player's graveyard. Well, they're going to regret that in the end, I suppose. They're clicking on their Tormod's Crypt right now. You can go here. Oh, my the Grimlavamancer actually. Hold on, I thought the Grimlavamancer can kill the Solitary Confinement, but they also have 0. They will have 0 creatures in play. Yeah, I'm at 13, so it doesn't matter. They're at 2, so they can't. Yeah, killing Solitary doesn't matter here. I'm at 13. My like holding control here is getting sticky. They're gonna make me do this though. I don't know what I'm playing around. They have 0 cards in hand. I'm playing around my own misclicks, right? And like Magic Online lag. All right, GG's. That was cool. That was cool. I literally was down to 1 card to win. 1 card to win it. So it was really crazy. And yeah, I should probably play 2 Replenish against the mono naturalized deck. All right, we are playing against my good friend Tom Telski. And we don't have a keepable hand, unless Tom is playing creatures. Tom does like playing some creatures. He also likes playing the rock, which means mulliganing is kind of tough. But putting him on the rock read, this hand has no cards in it. Aside from like maybe accidentally backdooring into Opal Wave, combo your Wall of Blossoms until you're dead. Tricky though, rock game ones are hard. I can't beat Pernicious Deed as easily. All right, and I guess this is a keep. Oh, it's a Devourer combo. Here we go. All right, am I gonna get turn 2 here? turn dude here. There's a Sawbow's Web, that doesn't affect me. Unless we go Mock Soul Land Tinker. Okay. Okay, these are no shuffles and no help. What happens if I blow up the altar? Nothing, right? I'm like such a dog in game 1 though. I have no idea what I'm even gonna do for game 2. Oh, I guess I have to have Solitary on the battlefield. I have to establish Solitary plus Shroud. Or if Silence is good. Tangle Wire. This is not really a problem for me. Got the Seal of Cleansing down, which is what matters. I don't know about blowing up the City of Traders here. Well, I mean, Tangle Wire is going to keep me from casting... that's interesting. Casting whatever for a while. I guess I'll draw Brushland this turn. And then I will put a Wild Growth on... I do need to start winning, right? So I need to put a Wild Growth on a Serra Sanctum so I can untap Serra Sanctum as my only land in a few turns. Oh, I could have considered blowing up the altar here, but I don't think tapping 1 Crystal Vein is that big of a deal. Actually, it might force me to use more Ancient Tombs, and then my clock tightens up. Double Opalescence, that's huge. Is it huge? So I can go Opal Opal. Go Opal into Opal is way faster than Opal into P-Wave. So I tap 2 permanents, this adds 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's perfectly enough. Well, I can draw plains, and then I can draw Opal next turn. And that lets me play a Mirri's Guile, which can attack, right? But I should think about going faster than that even, right? Somebody go play this back and see if I could have played more efficiently in the first few turns around this potential Tangle Wire. Okay, well, Tangle Wire number 2 is, I guess, why I'm in this business to begin with. Get our City of Brass tapped 20 times, huh? All right, so next turn I'm gonna have to tap 3, 1, 4. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I think I want a Seal of Cleansing in my hand though, because that will let me go Seal of Cleansing or Tangle Wire into play my stuff out. And I think that will matter because being able to go slightly faster is better than trying to seal out everything here. Unless, of course, he plays Devourer on this turn. Okay. So yeah, I think we're going to seal a wire. I can't just sit here forever and not do anything. Seal the wire. To tap the plains. Draw an Opal. So if I go, so right now I have 1, 2, 3. This adds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't. I have to play Seal Cleansing, right? Play Opalescence. Attack for 1. I guess if I played everything out, maybe I would have had something else to do. City of Brass, okay, we're cooked here. And then they tinker, okay. Sad. Sad because bad. Need to just be a little bit faster. All right, what's in our bill? Just blue-red, huh? Blue-red defense grid. Yeah, they had the 8 mana win. They're just waiting for the source. All right, Blessings, fine. Or Silence, good. Solitary, good. The rest of this is unnecessary. Don't need Swords of Plowshares or Kirtar's Justice, right? What, does Replenish do anything? Does Karmic Justice do anything? Blue-red typically just does... blue-red just bounces enchantments, so... Alright, so what are we going to do? Are we going to lock faster? I mean, I guess we don't really need P-Wave, because we're just attacking. Did see City of Brass, so... Could see, like... I don't think it's Tranquil Domain ever. I think, if anything, it's like their own Seal of Cleansing. Am I thinking about anything? It's really just Rushing River. I mean, Rushing River is super good, right? It just goes Rushing River, kill you. So I have to have the Sterling Grove. That's one downside of having only 2 Sterling Groves, huh? Well, such is life. And also they're just so fast. Like, I could just get out-fasted. So I'm gonna go turn 2 Presence into like Mirri's Guile Solitary, I guess. I could also just get Tangle Wired immediately. Chromosphere. Yeah, if they go solely on Tangle Wire. I mean, I guess I'll have the Presence in play, plus the Mirri's Guile, so I can keep the Cook train going. Argothian. That's pretty good. So hopefully I just don't die next turn. Soul Land, Lotus Petal, Tinker Fling. Okay, so next turn I need a Serra Sanctum really bad. But this allows me to establish Solitary, which will make things a little harder for him. Okay, here we go. Guile, show me some enchantments, please. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, interesting. What do we want to do here? The Seal of Cleansing, good. Blow up the Sphere, doesn't really do anything. But this is like a lot of enchantments to have in my hand for my Solitary, so I think that's just good. The only thing is I just don't have a lot of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just go Seal of Cleansing, Solitary. Seal of Cleansing Solitary this turn, and I have to crack a fetch for that, but I'll draw both my enchantments by then. Maybe I have to be greedier than this, but I don't feel like I do. Am I getting stifled? Oh my god, stifle for the I mean, Annul is also in his range. Stifle for the Blessing was the plan all along. Be crazy if it was. Rushing River. Impulse. So I can't win this turn, not enough mana, right? It'd have to be like Rushing River plus combo, which is just very unlikely. Mindstone. Should I just Opalescence here? Probably. Get in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that like way too YOLO? I'd rather have Sterling Grove. Oh, doubles? I can probably put enough power into play, right? Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I use my Windswept Heath? Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for like... Oh, but I can put Parallax Wave into play, and then once I have Opal, I'll always have Protected Solitary Confinement. Okay, so I think that's good. And plus, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then Parallax Wave is lethal, so I can just go Mirri's Guile, Parallax Wave this turn. Okay. I mean, I can just pitch Argothian. Because I can go Mirri's Guile, draw 2, Exploration, draw 2, and if I draw Sanctum, I can just completely pop off. Oh, okay. So now I want to go Solitary so that I can put everything into play at once, which would be cool. Is that better than the alternatives? I mean, double Solitary beats like single Hoodwink, I think, so it forces it to be Rushing River. But if I double, no, it's actually still fine. I mean, I would reduce the clock, but it's like also a lock, right? So I think double Solitary to play around Hoodwink is the game here. Also, I think I still have lethal, right? He's going to tap the Ancient Tomb. I guess I'll play this Forest if I'm just going to pitch Opal Wave. Opal Wave, play the second Opal, or play the second Wave. Pitch Wave. Pitch Opal. Go to first main. Oh my god, I'm one short. Oh, it's fine. Because I'll just cast Replenish, and I can cast Enchantress's Presence, which is good. And then if my Solitaries get bounced here, it's also okay. Rushing River, the Opal. Makes sense. Rushing River, just the Opal. Can I do anything fancy? None of these have like ETB, so they'll just be tapped. Alright, that's fine. So Rushing River, it has to be double Rushing River now. Seems kind of good. And I think I'll just... Oh, what could I have Seal Cleansing? No. I think I'm going to Seal Cleansing the Mind Stone, right? Because I still beat a... Do I beat a Tangle Wire? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 permanents, and then I have to draw a land. Oh no, I have it, so... But this is extra 2 extra damage. I think I'll blow up the Mind Stone for extra angling. I guess double Tangle Wire gets me. Pretty fun matchup. It's kind of, so I hate playing new decks because I hate punting with new decks, but I also like playing new decks because I'm like learning stuff. Where like I don't learn as much when I'm playing, boring decks. Like I can't imagine blowing up the color. Blowing up the Chromosphere could matter because he doesn't need to make. He doesn't need to go Tinker Fling, right? Which is all of his colored mana, so he can't go Rushing River Tinker Fling. I mean, a Rushing River here would be pretty unbelievable, but I just have to imagine that he doesn't have infinite Rushing Rivers, right? Did I play that wrong? Maybe I needed one more mana, because, I definitely could have thought about this, right? Because one of my Solitaries could have pitched the first Opal, and then I could have had the plan to go Opal Wave back, and then that would have been the true lock. I feel like I definitely had a window to pitch Opal to Solitary here when I knew I had Replenish coming, but I can't say for sure. All right, I think he's going for the Miracle top deck angle. Well, I guess it's not a Miracle top deck. It also, it required sacrificing the City of Brass? He has the Devourer in hand. Let's go land, fling. Should I have blown up the Karmic? No, because blowing up the thing does the same thing. Alter? Oh, he's going for this. That doesn't work. All right, have a gander. I'm actually going to protect my tech here because I can P-Wave every time the Devourer hits a big one. That's a big one. Hoodwink. Defense Grid. Defense Grids don't matter, luckily. I don't plan on doing anything on his turn. How many cards do I have? 35. I also am just going to draw one card next turn, so I can definitely hold up the facade, I think. Oh, I forgot to activate. That was a mistake. Well, that's part of the problem with this plan, huh? Should only be but this also helps me force him to like reveal more sideboard tech, and I was playing around Hoodwink sort of correctly. So yeah, I should have subtracted 6, but I don't think it's going to matter. Overload, nice for something else, I guess. Yeah, so if I did +6 on this, he still has 16 cards in the library, so it'll still do the thing. So no Tormod's Crypts for my opponent. Blessing check, I guess, is correct. Okay, here's the thing. I can now board out Blessing because he's not going to play Altar, right? But it's not like these other cards are better. That Replenish angle was pretty funny. And yeah, he doesn't have any ways to blow up things, so this doesn't do anything. I guess I could just play Carpets as like 1 mana draws. Alright, well, I wish I could just fake it, right? But might have to keep him honest. Oh man, this is so big brain. I'm like sitting here, I'm like, well, I had board out my blessings, but he could know that I'm boarding out my blessings. I mean, if I have more stuff to trigger my enchantresses, it's pretty important. It's pretty matters. it's not like it doesn't matter. So I have to really choose carefully on the value. Because the Replenish angle was... Well, the Replenish angle wasn't really that good, right? It was just like using Solitary as my only discard outlet to try to get a little bit of speed. So maybe I do want triggers, and I'll just keep the one blessing, the freaking half measure. How important are triggers? I mean, triggers are really good. It's really tough to say. Like, I feel like triggers are good. Because my plan is to keep up Solitary, so maximizing triggers is, like, really important. I'm going to be, like, in those spots where I really need to draw enchantments to win. I think that's, like, a better plan, and then just, like, hope that Tom plays correctly. Because the other thing is Seal Cleansing effectively insulates me a little bit from Altar as well. White Knuckles, man. No fear in this dojo. I'm behind. Like, you have to remember that I'm behind, right? So I need all the edge that I can find. All right, what is this? Is this a hand? Double Wild Growth, Aura of Silence. So I can go Seal of Cleansing to disrupt into Aura of Silence. God, that's so borderline. The aura isn't guaranteed until I draw another Plains, and then after that I'm kind of doing nothing. Whew. This doesn't seem like a lot of disruption. So what happens? I draw the white source and then I just play P-Wave and it doesn't do anything. We gotta try harder. This is leaving too much up to chance. Okay, well, this is a mulligan. Let's see what happens. If I draw Forest, if I draw green source, I can Mirri's Guile into Carpet, Serra Sanctum thing. Not quite. All right, we have to keep these. But the good news is we have a lot going for us. So we go Mirri's Guile into Argothian into whatever. Opalescence to start beating down, or Seal Cleansing for disruption. Or Exploration for more card draw. I think Seal Cleansing is the most likely follow-up here after my Argothian. Because I have to stop Tanglewire. Mindstone start is pretty strong. Serra Sanctum is also strong. What's coming? More Sanctums. Wild Growth. Oh, that's spicy. Huh. Another Seal Cleansing as well. Wow, what do I want to do here? Growth Argothian? Growth Argothian. Is he waiting on the Tanglewire? Could go Seal Cleansing Chill, then Growth Argothian, or Growth Seal Cleansing, then Argothian Seal Cleansing. Growth Seal Cleansing into Argothian Seal Cleansing. I think I want to Seal Cleansing immediately though, right? Well, no, not while he has the Mindstone draw up. But next turn is like Tinker Fling, so I might just, oh man. Is next turn really Tinker Fling? Literally just needs Mana Source, Tinker Fling. Can I afford to be conservative? I think so. I think I really can, because I have the second Seal Cleansing coming. So I can go Wild Growth, Seal Cleansing, Seal Cleansing. Do I Wild Growth the Serra Sanctum? Yeah, because I want to have Serra Sanctum as my like solo permanent if that ever happens. If I get Tanglewired. Crazy stuff. Really intense. This is some good magic, I think. All right. So I want to grow this. Seal the Cleansing. Pass. Next turn, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, so I can go Argothian plus Seal, and that's a good turn, I think. Impulse. Okay. Yeah, I gotta close some outs here. It sucks to 0 for 2, but like the game is, I'm on the mulligan. The game is about having as many turns as possible with this stuff in play. And knowing that he kept 7, has like this Mind Stone start, it just feels like we're in a fast one here. Keep blow this up. Like, I know I play pretty scared sometimes, but I also think that I can win this game from this spot. And like, it also makes Tangle Wire worse for him. Granted, Tangle Wire would be disgusting, but right. So can we do anything else? If we draw Mirri's Guile, no, because we have to use the mana, right? Because I can go. This adds 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I should actually just go Argothian Seal Cleansing plus Forest. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. The mana for more impulsing. Okay, how fast can we be? Impulse main phase. Down to 9. Now we're in the getting pretty close to just the attempted murder phase of the game. Might pull this one off. Tangle Wire, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all my permanents. I mean, this also makes it so that he doesn't have the land for Tinker. I think I'm playing quite well. Ooh, into another Seal of Cleansing. So this is 1, 2, 3 for that, and then into Seal of Cleansing. Or I can go Guile into Presence into Seal. Guile into Presence into Seal seems pretty good. Guile into Presence into Seal. Is there any way I can just get Opalescence in this turn? I guess I can go Opalescence, attack for 1. That is actually really good because of my opponent's mana. Attack for 1 seems good. Oh man, it's hard to say. Guile, this taps for 4, 5. I'll be short 1 though. Guile into Presence into Seal and to kill you next turn, I think, is the play. Guile, draw a card. Play Enchantress's Presence. Draw a card. Play Seal Cleansing. And then I can even... Can I tutor on my upkeep? I can tutor... Can I tutor at all? No. Yeah? No. Tutor on my upkeep... Because I need to stop Rushing River. So why don't I tutor? No, I can tutor on my tutor for. I can tutor for Opalescent. No, tutor for. Because I can tutor then cast Opalescence and then draw into a solitary double Opalescence. I think that should do it. Let's find out. These wild growths are rituals here. Oh, Serra Sanctum definitely does it, right? So now I'm gonna go 7 mana. I should tutor for Sterling Grove. Cast Opalescence. Draw. Cast Sterling Grove. Draw. Sterling Grove. Can't resolve. Has to go for Rushing River targeting Opalescence. Rushing River resolves. Sterling Grove resolves. And then we just play Serra Sanctum, keep Serra Sanctum. Play Exploration. Hype! I'm going to text Tom to see if he had it on turn 3 if I didn't blow up the Mind Stone. Or turn 4, because he had this. No, it's going into turn 3. Wow. Okay. I mean, this is a bad matchup. And yeah. Oh, we were the last ones playing. Oopsies. Okay, Sushi 100. See what you got. No response from Tom. He's too busy double queuing. What have we got? Mirri's Guile into nothing. Straight nothing. We have to top deck a land or business to make this hand good. Because without the second land, I have to choose land or Argothian. Oh boy, but then if we do get there, I don't know. Seems Seems like it's worth 1 mulligan and against an opponent that kept 7. Like, what am I gonna do? Draw. So if I draw and I miss land or Argothian, well, this kind of works with presence. I'm also on the draw though. Man, but I have so much cycle. It's so tempting. So what's the ideal? I draw a land or an Argothian, then I can Mirri's Guile, then turn to Argothian, then go boom, 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 boom. But it has to be Argothian, it can't be presence with this hand. Probably not good enough. Okay, well, let's see, this is slightly better. I turn 1 Guile, turn 2 Argothian, turn 3 Exploration, Seal Cleansing type stuff. How good is Replenish? How good is Opalescence? Replenish is too situational here, right? Unmask. We're playing against Reanimator, maybe. Sideboard Tormod's Crypt, let's go. The dream. Oh my god. Oh wait, we're playing against the mono black deck. Unmask for Unmask. Oh, we're playing... and then they just play a Carnophage. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oops, I shouldn't have fetched. My bad. I thought I still had Mirri's Guile in my hand. Okay. Let's see what happens. Double Unmask. Carnophage? This Carnophage is gonna go the distance, man. Oh man, if I lose because I fetched to thin, then I'm in trubs. Okay. I mean, like once I play this Kirtar's Desire, they're just cooked. Imagine they have Diabolic Edict though. Oh my god. Is their whole plan actually this Carnophage? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh man. This is crazy. Okay, whatever. I mean, if it happens, it happens. It's such is life. Okay, here we go. Wild Growth Targeting Forest. I don't have my elephant grasses. Alright, give me the land. Give me any land, please. Should have thought about starting to hand size stuff for Replenish at this point. So okay, I have Wave Opal, so once we have Wave Opal established, then we'll be in better shape. I think as long as another creature doesn't join the battlefield, I'm okay. Like, I can do this for a while. Oh my god. You can just... What is happening to me? Oh my god. This guy has attacked 6 times. Oh my god, that has pro white. I actually can't beat that card. Holy. I'm gonna take 4, then I take 2, 4, then I have to chump block. Scourge, alright. Alright, they did it. I didn't draw another land. I shouldn't have thinned. Okay. What helps here? Can I... Exploration into Serra Sanctum into no. Okay, well, double Unmask, black aggro. I think I have a chance though. Oh yeah, we want Aura Silence. Their plan is just like Dystopia. It's kind of boring, right? Seal of Cleansings for Dystopia. How good is that? Do we have to worry about like engineered play? Do we even bother with Plowshares, considering they are playing Black Knight? Plowshares just for Skittering Scourge? I don't know. Not an enchantment. Even if I had that Mirri's Guile, I had no lands coming. Oh boy. Well, happens, I guess. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Plowshares is good. I mean, it might save me some time. I guess like my plan is like Opal Wave, maybe Sterling Grove is, I don't like preventing them from targeting. They can't target enchantments with black spells anyway, so who cares? 1 solitary, 2 solitary. Does that matter? I mean, solitary is better against Black Knight. Alright. You convinced me. Alright, Rocket. We are fine. We're fine. This is a fine matchup. Guile, Guile into Enlightened Tutor for Guile into Enlightened Tutor for Presence. Man, I can't believe I took six hits off a freaking Carnophage. Take the Exploration so they can duress. Alright, well. My shit's all face up. You have 4 cards, I have 3 cards and a Mirri's Guile. I'm down to play Magic. There's an Argothian. Let's go ahead and shuffle away the Opalescence. Pass. Ritual Dystopia, Cook My Noodles. Innocent Blood, Ritual Dystopia, Ritual Hip. Ritual Hip Carno. Oh yeah. Aura Lax. Hold up. Aura Lax. Worldly Tutor. Well, the problem is I'm going to discard a card, and it could be my white source. I don't want to cast Worldly Tutor, though. Hippie in. No blocks. What have we got? Takes that. Okay, that's fine with me. Scourge. Okay. Get a little bit of churn going. Let's see. What's the ideal here? Man, I have to actually think about how much damage I want to prevent. I think taking 2 creatures is good. 3 turns is like plenty of turns to find Opalescence. Presence, Exploration, Forest. Play Presence. Play Exploration and Worldly Tutor in response for nothing. But I know I'm drawing Forest. I don't really want to draw Forest. I want to draw Gas. I think drawing Argothian is fine. They end up being chump blockers. At the end of the day. I guess my Parallax Wave ticking down 1 turn means I have to find Opalescence now. Because it is going to go to 0. And I'm short on white mana. Well, I'm no longer short on white mana. Play Argothian. Wild Growth, draw 3. And then hope that the 3rd one under there was an enchantment. It was not. That is not good. So should we go down to 1 is the question. I think I have to. I have enough gas to do everything that I need to. All right, another P-Wave. So I can sort of chill. All right. Wild Growth, this guy, draw 1,000,000. I guess it's probably time to play Serra's Sanctum. Do I have enough white mana to do everything? How much is that? 8? 8 isn't as much as I want, right? Well, I have an Exploration in play too that I didn't know about. Okay, now we have enough white mana to do everything. There it is. All right, play this, and what should we do here? Play just another Tide. Should I? Is there anything else that I have to do? I need to be able to protect my. I need to be able to protect my my Opal from getting what, anarchied? Is there anything? Let's see, this is a lethal attack, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not a lethal attack. Okay, so let's go ahead and play Exploration. Yeah. And then play Sanctum, keep Sanctum, play Opal, and then also play Solitary. There's no black anarchy. Okay. Okay, disruptive stuff from my opponent. on the draw. Maybe play more Plowshares and less Tutors. I mean, Tutor's still good, but I have to go like interaction into Tutor. Seems kind of meh. Because like they have just as hard of a time removing an Enchantress Presence. Just so slow. Turn 3 Enchantress Presence. Just like sitting there doing nothing. Makes me kind of over leverage on other elements. Replenish is also not necessarily great. It only picks up stuff that got discarded. Discarded or dystoped. All right, so am I worried about dystopia or am I worried about Replenish doing anything? Maybe Replenish does nothing? It's like literally does nothing because nothing goes to the graveyard. It's just like 4 mana Enchantress's Presence for one that gets discarded. And then this doesn't work on dystopia. All right, I think this is the plan. Enlightened Tutor seems like a little thin, but it does get me out of gets me out of some binds. Maybe like or Silent Seal of Cleansing is like overdoing it. Like the only target is dystopia. But what do I play instead? Like, I really need the Elephant Grass. The only thing to play instead would be Replenish, and I can use Seal Wave for combo. So, all right, Guile into Plow seems fine. Guile into Plow into like whatever. Card of Age. As expected. Guile into Plow into Presence. Nug. 2-drop. Keg. Huh. Well. Wild Growth. It's kind of exactly what the doctor ordered, right? So should I just go Wild Growth Presence now? Because it's just a little bit faster. Because I have Solitary and whatever. I think that's gotta be the move. It's just a lot faster than what I was planning. I guess it's like a kind of liability if they're sort of the toxic wasteland type. I mean, they're pretty slow, and plowing a Skittering Scourge ends up being good, right? Or a hippie. Yeah, it seems like my opponent's on the slow road, though. I can sort of just let my presence cook. And like, if they want to play a longer game, we can play a longer game. This Powder Keg is pretty sus, I'd say. They have 2 mana guys in their deck. They're just going to blow up their own guys. They have 2 mana guy with pro white. It's like their like whole vibe. Okay, they also just didn't read the card. Newer to the format. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that they didn't take up Lake of the Dead Double Hypnotic Spectre! Let's go! Alright, how many cards are we going to draw? A few? Well, I'm growthing this. And we're gonna cast Mirri's Guile. Draw 1 card. Play a forest. Play a Parallax. Oh, definitely playing Argothian now. And then just letting Parallax do the work. I don't know. I could also just like discard 2 cards at random. Hard to say. Lake of the Dead though. That's insane. Sacrifice the swamp instead. And then sacrifice the swamp. Man, I just got Lake of the Dead. This person's in the 2-0 bracket, by the way. In case you need a reminding. Black Knight. There it is. The Black Knight rises. I have Opalescence, GG. I don't know. How much mana do I have? I mean, the exploration's kind of free, right? And if the exploration's free, the Argothian is also free. I'll play exploration. Draw. Tap this guy. Play Argothian. Play Opal. Draw. I'll go with this. Draw. Play Solitary. Draw. And play. Yeah. Okay. Round 4 with the 3-0 start. On the play. Keepable hand. Forest Exploration, Windswept Heath. Taste it. Don't think I need to play around Stifle, right? Oh, wow. A little turn 1 Seal of Fire. That is not enough, my friend. That is, you have to have Jackal I'm afraid to say. Horus, Sanctum, Presence, go. Yeah, no reason to play nothing with the Serra Sanctum. Going into turn 2, they got the Flame Rift. Flamer Send, make a Rift or Sins. Alright, so they play fewer whatchamacallums. This actually is a little bit scary, but I think I still have to play as I normally would. I'm protected against Ball Lightning here, but yeah, I mean, I could just get like Bolt, Fire Blast. They do the all damage spell out right here. I'm at virtual 13. Long Fanatic, that's fine. Curse Scroll is also fine. They gave me a target for Kirtar's Desire. They don't know it, but that is good for me. Fade 1, yeah. Pretty sure I have to do it this way. Okay, they Mog, no surprise there. Yield here. Land. Okay, do I want to go for the Wild Growth down to 13, down to 11 versus 4 cards in hand? Bolt, Fire Blast. I don't think double green is going to matter this turn. I'd have to draw so many specific cards. I think I'm going to save the life. Because honestly, every life point, I think the life points are going to count more. And then even if I like draw into like a bunch of like whatever. Yeah, I mean. Oh man. How much does this matter? 1 point versus 1. Now it feels silly that I did what I did. Well, I am choked on green mana. Okay, well, okay. I think I should have spent a little bit more time thinking about that, but it's also one of those things that if you have Enchantress practice, you would kind of like have an idea. Yeah, because then I would have popped off. It's okay. It's okay. So that ends up killing me. I mean, the Mirri's Guile would have been huge, right? Because, well, no, I'm going to draw every card now. Bolt, and Bolt, Fire Blast. Or just Bolt, or double Fire Blast. Curse Scroll, second one, nice. They're going to tell me about their last card now. Alright, we're going to Wild Growth. Draw 2. We are going to play Exploration, draw 2. We are going to play Argothian, play Mirri's Guile, 3, there we go. Play Sterling Grove, a Tutor for Solitary Confinement. We're going to play Opalescence, draw into Solitary. Scroll me, revealing Incinerate. Incinerate is not enough. Then we'll just go Brushland, Forest, Seal Cleansing, Win. Okay. Little win against the burn deck. So, are the Anarchy type stuff is the question? Let's see, I want the next Solitary. Karmic Justice is to fight against Anarchy, right? Because they kind of have to go Anarchy and then whatever. I have to go Anarchy and kill me in the same turn a lot of the time. Well, Sterling Grove is, once again, too slow, right? And Seal Cleansing is fine, and all the speed is fine. Speed, good. So what's the better response to Anarchy? Replenish or Karmic Justice? It's like kind of the only thing to think about, right? I think actually it's like Parallax Wave, because Parallax Wave protects my Solitary against Anarchy. But the Anarchy resolves, they get the trigger, and then they kill me, so they kind of have to kill me from that state. I mean, Aura of Silence is kind of good. It stops them from playing a Seal of Fire off the top of their deck. I have to imagine it goes Anarchy, kill me immediately is their plan. Where at which point Replenish just doesn't do anything. If they go for Anarchy. Otherwise, Anarchy is just too slow, right? Because I'll get to Opalescence and I'll kill them before they have the chance. I think that seems reasonable. Am I missing something obvious? I don't think so. Maybe Sterling Grove is just better because Aura of Silence is so much mana. And Sterling Grove still finds me my like win con once I'm like cooked, once I'm cooking. Because like first I need to establish my engine, then I need to get Opalescence, like, and the Sterling Grove protects my my Solitary Confinement once it's a creature. Maybe I just play Replenish because Anarchy. They could use Anarchy to like not die. Seal Cleansing only really gets Curse Scroll here. I mean, it can get the Power Static Pillar. Power Static Pillar is quite strong. So Seal Cleansing is actually good. Alright. Yeah, I mean, slow, but we keep it. Just have to hope that they have a slower hand. Grim. Plains. I guess we'll play Plains, because if we top deck Forest, we'll play it, and we'll just avoid fetching for a little bit. Maybe I'm not supposed to keep any hand without mana acceleration on the draw. Curse Scroll. Argo. I mean, my deck is so slow on the draw, they can just Goldfish me. Just pop and go. But they're not. Curse Scroll is just so slow. It's very interesting. Do they think I'm going to have, like, Cupred or something? 3 mana? Vortex? Browbeat. 5? Their cards on average do less damage than that, and it puts them farther away from using Curse Scroll, so pretty sure it's no. Like, I want them to spend mana on their spells rather than get a free one. Pop. Bolt. Pillar. No blocks. Now I have to try to play slower, try to not get pillared too hard. So just playing Wild Growth just for 2 damage doesn't seem very good, especially because I'm going to take 1 damage to play this wave. 1 damage down to 12, which is virtual 10. Oh, I have to really, yeah. Every single one is going to be slow. So maybe I just go Sterling Grove. Take 1, 2, 3, 4. Sterling Grove cracks Solitary, so I take 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 9, 10. It's 10, so if I have anything, I die. But the alternative is also just losing the game. So I try to draw Solitary on my own. Is like the only way to do it. Sterling Grove for Solitary. Sterling Grove for Solitary and then hope that I hit Serra Sanctum. So I go down to 9, 7, 5, 3 with only 1 mana spent. So I don't think Sterling Grove for Solitary is a plan. I really do have to just brute force draw the Solitary. Which could mean that I should play Presence first, but I think P-Wave draws 2 cards and then saves 2 life. Or 3 life. So I think we'll do this. And then it gives me the option that if I draw Opalescence, that I can just like turn into the beatdown. Flame Rift. Okay. That would have killed me. So I'm down to 6, down to 4. So I can only cast 1 more spell this game. If I cast 2 spells, I die. I have to win on this turn, actually. Oh wow, that's kind of a tease. So what can I do? Can I go E-Tutor and then hope they miss it? I get an E-Tutor for Opalescence. But I can't draw it. Also, I can't take all this white mana damage. 4 damage. So I just played Parallax Wave. And then go down to 7, and I get end step, scroll, upkeep, scroll. End step, scroll, upkeep, scroll is 6, including the Seal of Fire. So if this is a mountain and they go double mountain, they lose. And then like I can go into Parallax Wave territory and attack for 11, which is notably not lethal. I mean, I can draw exactly Sanctum into something good. I did not do that. Is it a burn spell? It is indeed a burn spell, so that just kills me no matter what. Okay, I was planning on doing this and then I ran out of time sideboarding, but otherwise I'm fine. Maybe we even do Aura because Power Stack Pillar literally means I can't play the game. I think so. All right. Let's get it on. Ooh, heartbreak. A green source, and then I have like turn 2 Enchantress of Presence, turn 3 Parallax Wave, Opalescence combo. Jesus Christ. Okay, and I also can't keep this because I can't like literally do nothing until turn 4. Oof. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, I also can't keep this. We're gonna just lose to burn, I think. Keep. We're gonna go on the Opalescences, and then just keep Mirri's Guile Exploration to hope to trigger in. Yeah. I can do it. Just Argothian, Exploration, Seal of Cleansing. That's part 1. I mean, this is literally the best that I can ask for besides double Argothian. But yeah, if they play a Pyro, I'm definitely cooked here. Okay. I'm not going to play the Exploration to draw a random card because I think Browbeat. That resolves. I won't take 5, right? That's an interesting one. I'm at 20. No, I need my life to be able to cast spells with the Pyrostatic Pillar in play. But yeah, my opponent's playing the spell version of the deck, huh? I almost want Plains just because it makes it so that I can have stupid Aura of Silence. But having less forest is like a huge liability for later. There's the Solitary. Huh. So what do I do? So I go Tutor, but I have to draw the Solitary? Draw the Solitary, upkeep, Tutor, thing. I'm gonna have dealt like 1,000 damage to myself. It's gotta be good enough. I can deploy the Solitary before the Tutor. No, that doesn't work. Or does it? Well, because the Exploration is gonna turn into a different card. I could also just put Solitary in my hand and then Solitary, Plains, Tutor, discard, Exploration, play. The enchantment doesn't work. So I need Solitary, and I need, well, I guess I just don't need Solitary. I guess I need, I don't know, whatever. I mean, I guess I can go Exploration, draw Solitary and Tutor, and then play Exploration. So I'm playing 4 spells. I'm dealing 8 damage to myself down to 11. I literally can't beat Power Static Pillar. So what can I do instead? I can go tutor for a disenchant and then exploration disenchant. That deals 6 damage to me. I feel like we have to raw dog this. Maybe like the whole plan that should be solitary, and then once I have solitary in play, I can start playing enchantments. I mean, if I didn't multi 4, I would have some breathing room here, but I literally can't do anything because I multi 4. Like I need to build up a hand, and then I need solitary, and then like once my hand is built up to like save some time, maybe I should have had Replenish so I can go solitary for now and then Replenish for later. There's the Serra Sanctum. I want to draw Sanctum. Solitary Fog. Solitary Fog, Enlightened Tutor for something. Bolt me, yeah, that's fine. Seal me, yeah, that's fine. Exploration. And then on my upkeep, I can actually tutor and discard for the presence, so then I can actually get this whole thing going. Because, okay, we might get there. Because I can go tutor and presence now. Okay, hold on. Turn off auto yields. Okay, they deal 0 instant speed anarchy, flaring pain. Okay, so I take 5, and then bolt, incinerate, fire blast. Flame Rift, Fire Blast. Nothing? Oh. So they can't cast Flaring Pain anymore, they're at 2. So they're only out as Fire Blast? No, Fire Blast doesn't work anymore, they're at 2. Okay, so we're gonna put these on the stack, and then we're gonna tutor for a presence. And then we just need to see a presence and an enchantment to keep things going. And I win. But they give up. I could still lose from this spot. They're like, I can't play any more spells, I guess, is the problem. Okay, well, we're 4-0. I'm pretty sure that's like a top 8 lock with this small of a tournament. Challenge is moving pretty quickly. We got 4 rounds in 3 hours and 13 minutes so far. Probably because everyone's playing red, which is excellent news for my Enchantress deck. Not excellent news for my Enchantress deck is that I think if my opponent didn't play Browbeat and just played something else instead, they might have had a better chance. Because like the Browbeat Pyrostatic Pillar synergy is not where you want to be, right? Getting yourself down to 2, and then you can't even cast Flaring Pain to finish me off. I'm pretty proud of how I navigated that game, though. That was like I feel like that's not something that your sucks at Enchantress person would have done, right? But I kind of don't know. I don't know. I mean, come on, like, give me some credit, right? That was on a knife's edge. And I also learned a lot, I think. Red Armada. I think I'm like locked for top 8, but I guess because like it's so many. There's like definitely X2s are gonna sneak in. There's like a billion. There's just not enough for it to work, right? Because it's like there's like 40 people in this challenge. Guess I should have checked. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna vibe, right? Magic Online makes it so you don't really have incentives, but it would be interesting if I could like take a nice little break for the last round. So I just will fight. Seeding doesn't matter because on Magic Online, seeding doesn't determine play draw. Oh, by the way, I multi 4. sorry. That's the thing that I should be talking. I forgot that I multi 4 that game. I used all the Buffalo, man. This is a keep. Huh. So on turn 1, I can go Exploration Tutor. Doesn't really work unless I draw a land. It's either exploration or wild growth. I think I should do exploration, right? Because wild growth actually kind of does a little bit more. And I think tutor is gonna matter if I don't like blind hit. Oh, opponent on basic island. Huh. Brushland. I mean, with the shuffle, I think I gotta go for Mirri's Guile, right? Doesn't get dazed. Opponent, no jam. Serra's Sanctum or Wild Growth. I think I want Serra's Sanctum, and then I'm gonna play Sterling Grove. Serra's Sanctum, shuffle Sterling Grove. I have to fight through quite a few counter spells here, but it is what it is. Forest. Growth this. White for Sterling Grove. This hand is really bad against blue. I have 2 tutors. And if this is like mono blue tide, then I'm also in trouble. They're portenting. Oops. Still my upkeep. Let's go ahead and go for the shuffle. Those cards were horrible. Draw an Enchantress Presence. Going into their turn 4, portent normally means that they're not playing tide. So we're gonna go for Serra's Sanctum and not give them the freebie here. Try to play multiple spells in one turn, I believe. They go for Dreadnought. Okay. What have we got? Stifle? Vision Charm? Okay, I'm gonna go for Plowshares. They go for Counterspell. 3 cards left in hand. Phases out. Then we go E-Tutor, and we're gonna grab Seal of Cleansing. So they are not like a super knower, I suppose, as far as how the matchup goes. So Cleansing, Mirri's Guile, Exploration. So let's draw. So what happens if I do this? I have Enchantress's Presence, and then they can daze the Presence. I'm not gonna play around double daze. Foil, Pitching Island, foil. Okay, I have some looks, but not a ton. I mean, I guess I missed one piece of interaction from the Sterling Grove. Okay, so we draw fetch land, and then we get one look. Oh, they could have Stifle, Exploration, 1 look. Okay, they could have stifled that. I drew the same card. Oh man, okay, whatever. I mean, this is what happens, and then we do this. I mean, they could win game 1 that way, or they could win the game 1 the other way. This, and do this for the purpose of this. And this kind of doesn't matter. And Seal, Solitaries, Plowshares, E-Tutors. So no E-Tutors, Worldly Tutors, or Sterling Groves. And no explorations. And then 3 cards. Wave is a little slow. Do I want Solitary? It's kind of interesting. Just the only thing it stops is if they go for the Brain Freeze kill. But I don't think I want Solitary just to fog. I mean, Kirtar's Desire seems pretty bad. It doesn't take out Mishra's Factory. And they can also like bounce it and get an attack in sort of like unsuspectingly. I wish I knew. I mean, P-Wave seems super slow, but yeah, It's gotta be P-Wave, right? It's just slow, it doesn't do anything. I mean, they had enough backup for that shove. It was a pretty good shove, I think. Am I missing anything else? I don't think so. Play Guile nothing. Guile plus nothing is a little risky. They can have a go for it, but even if they do have a go for it, I'll have ways to dig out. They have Portent. All right. Let's see how good we are. Presence, Plowshares, and then Wave. Draw Plowshares, pass the turn. Should we play Presence into Counterspell is the question. Swarm? Better. So we're gonna pass. They're gonna Impulse. So we can get aggro tided, but I think with a Presence and a Swarm in play, we might be able to dig out. So what would I rather resolve? I kind of want to rather resolve the Swarm, right? Well, it's possible that they have the Essence Flare technology. Gush, aggro Gush, huh? Dreadnought. Stifle, all right. Swarm into Wave, I think is fine. Go for the Swarm. And then yeah, I'm gonna Plowshares now because I have the Wave on top, so they foil that. Okay, now I'm gonna Plowshares on their upkeep, and then I'll have the Wave. Double foil down to 1 card in hand. They pitched a Counterspell, so their next card, their last card is like a good card. Seal of Cleansing. Seal of Cleansing better? No. Dice to Stifle. Oh, but do I have to worry about Daze? Should I play around Daze? They kept 1 last card in their hand with 1 island up. It's more likely to be a Vision Charm than anything else. But they didn't Vision Charm. No, they can Vision Charm in response to Swarm. So I'm just playing around Daze or Daze or Vision Charm. Daze is the only thing, because like Vision Charm, Stifle, Annul gets both. Oh, the last card could be Annul. Ooh, man, I'm just getting dreadnoughted, I think. Would it have gone any different if I jammed that Xantid Swarm? They would just cast Counterspell instead of foil, and then no amount of, well, I could have played spells a little bit faster, right? Because my Serra Sanctum would be able to make more mana this turn, and then I could go Seal of Cleansing into Replenish. All right, well, it is what it is. Yeah, I guess I should have gone faster. I have to like match their speed. It is a null. Yeah, null gets it no matter what. All right, GG's. Well played, honestly. Can't be too mad about the just jam and get 'em. I'm like, this is supposed to be a good matchup. Ugh, I needed the Swarm earlier. I kept kind of I mulled down to 6, right? Or did I? I think I kept like a 7 that Mirri's Guile was going to dig out, so maybe I need 7 plus a little bit more help. All right, is what it is. Final round. I think I'm locked for top, right? Because this is down to 8 with X and whatever, so somebody would have to jump me from this group. But I'm also top breakers. I guess we'll see. We're fighting for content. Man, that Dreadnought matchup, huh? Sometimes they just have it. Sometimes they just jam it. And maybe I should have mulliganed even harder. Yeah, I think this is good enough just because like I have Opal Wave on turn 4. Okay, so here's something really interesting, right? So imagine I go turn 1 E-Tutor for Sterling Grove, turn 2 Wild Growth Sterling Grove, turn 3 P-Wave Opal. I'm gonna cast the Wild Growth to start though, because I don't know what my opponent's playing, and I think I'm just gonna wait to Enlightened Tutor for a couple turns. Like their first play might not tell me, but this could just be some T-Ged situation. Oh, it's definitely a T-Ged situation. All right, so what do we do now? We're just gonna go ahead and E-Tutor for well, the Sterling Grove line is still quite good because they can't well, it's not that good. Depends on their second turn play, I guess, if they go for Terravor. Werebear. I mean, I guess I could get Armageddon next turn, which would be like not good. Well, is there anything better? Well, okay, so I mean, I guess I could wave the Werebear. But I don't think that's that good. And I can also just go Enchantress's Presence and not play a land to hedge against the Armageddon, because I think that's fine, because I'm just going to play the P-Wave the following turn. P-Wave then sit is also like not ideal, I guess, because they could just disenchant. I guess if they use disenchant, then I'll use Opal Wave. And that's just how this game is going to go. Port, okay. I guess I didn't think about that. Call the Herd. Port me. Yeah, okay, well I guess I should have played around Port. The Forest. Yeah, well, if I get Armageddon, that's on me. Cycling. Double Port. In. Okay, well, I should have played around Port. I think that was like a major throw from my side. I don't think drawing one card off Seal Cleansing is good enough, but if I just get double ported again, and then again, like how am I going to draw out? But they just double port this. Could draw Kirtar's Desire. Well, I guess I kind of got it. Got rocked by not playing that Forest. It's always the littlest things in Premodern that matter. And for 5, oh yeah, I don't even want to Seal Cleansing because of the threat here. Probably port these two. Argothian. Alright, well, hope they can't put 2 cards into their graveyard, but they can just like naturalize their own Mox, which would do it. Or just Armageddon. Call the Herd. Take 5. No blocks from me, dog. Swords to Plowshares. Their own Elephant token. Okay, so I would have had to block the Werebear. It's fine. I don't think anything would have changed there. Right. Well, let's see. Karmic Justice is good against Wasteland. And Replenish is good against removal. Can't play Worldly or Enlightened. Kind of have to play Sterling Grove. Definitely Replenish and P-Wave. Well, 4th P-Wave. Is it that good? I mean, they've got lots of Call the Herd and Terravor type stuff. Problem is they get their stuff back. I mean, blowing up Sylvan Library is kind of relevant. It stops them from getting good stuff going. I could also Gaia's Blessing to keep them off Threshold. It's kind of like a nice play. I want to keep my curve low, right? Because they're the port situation. So I don't think I can play like tons of heavy lifty cards. Wild Growth is also kind of like not great. Just doubles down on their port, but it's not like I can play a card instead of Wild Growth that's like good against port. I guess I still want Worldly Tutor, right? Because they have no answers for Argothian. Maybe Kirtar's Desire is kind of bad because I can't like really Kirtar's a Terravor. They just disenchant it and it gets through. I need to be able to stop things permanently. Let's try it. Not gonna sweat it. I think I'm still top 8. And look, even if I'm not, whatever. 4 and 2. This hand is not that exciting, but I have 1 redraw. Only getting once they have like Ray of Revelation City is kind of tough. Oh yeah, this can also tag Ray of Revelation, but so it stops a creature and a Sylvan or a Mox. So maybe this is good enough. On like just on mid-range merits. The thing is I have so much air in my deck, all my Wild Growths and Explorations are horrible. And then afterwards I'm just gonna flood out. Oh, gotta find it. Yeah, this is better. We're gonna keep and we're going to bottom P-Wave or Mirri's Guile. I think they don't blow up Mirri's Guile ever. And P-Wave is kind of good, but I've got the Serra Sanctum, so the second Mirri's Guile has text. Could always bottom the Blessing, but I think I want to draw one more card and then have the shuffle for Mirri's Guile. So I think we decided to bottom the P-Wave. I go Guile, they go Weather Wayfarer, sure. Yes, please. Growth. Draw step. Play Windswept Heath, pass the turn. They get their little Wayfarer on the draw. Okay, they're not gonna hold priority. Sylvan. Okay. So what do I want to do? I guess the Wild Growth means I get extra green mana, but I really don't want to play Serra Sanctum. I think we still need to get green with it. Okay. Seal Presence. Oops. Yeah, I think we're going to seal this library no matter what. And I'm not going to play the Wild Growth because even though Wild Growth means that next turn I can play the whatever. Okay, my opponent is not doing priority holds. All right, they got me on that one. All right, Presence, Windswept Heath. Draw a card, it's Windswept Heath. I could Blessing them to draw, but I think I still need Blessings to shuffle my Guile is the question. I mean, they are a threshold deck. I hate to put another Wasteland into their deck, but I think this is just like using my mana, and that does matter. So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look great right now, especially if they have Aura of Silence. Well, our next Seal of Cleansing better show up, I guess. Argothian, draw, play Argothian, pass. Opponent down to 11. I've got the port. Second Aura of Silence, okay. Well, we are in trub. I might just pack it in here so that I can relax before the top 8 if I do top 8, because, well, now we're just going to draw straight lands for a little bit. I'll fold to the Armageddon, right? Yeah. They're down to 11. They only got 2 cards left out of this Sylvan library. And there's not a lot of lands in either graveyard here. All right, GG. All right, so we have some weaknesses. There are some things that can disrupt Enchantress, so not an invincible deck. This looks like a harder match. looks like an actual hard matchup. Yeah, I don't know. This deck is less consistent than when I play against it. Like, it used to be inconsistent. Then they made it more consistent with 4 Serra Sanctum, 4 Exploration, and 4 Wild Growth. It was like the super ramp package. And then I play it. I'm like, well, you don't get those busted hands, and you can't mulligan to them because you need so much material to make them work. So it's interesting learning about the deck. But yeah, man, that loss to Dreadnought stings, though. It's just not supposed to happen that way. All right, I'm 5th seed going into the Topper Cinema Gatorsons. Let's go. Let's go. Can I get one let's go? Did we play against B Paris? I don't remember. I don't think we did, though. All right, we got Guile, we got a shuffle, we have a interaction. I think we'll keep it. Oh, what the? Another T-Geds? Oh, man. Looks like we lost. Was this just my last round opponent? All right, we can just Plowshares this thing and then get rid of a Wild Growth. How good is Plowsharing the Werebear? Does it matter right now? Because I kind of just want this forest as well. Because what would I like to do? I mean, let's definitely draw the Plowshares and then assess, right? I mean, it's like a little scary if my opponent goes crazy on mana, but what can I do? 2 mana? I mean, come on. Gotta be brave. Upkeep, no effects. I don't know. I wish we got a little bit of a nicer pairing. I think I'm also trying to draw Argothians, right? So they don't have their stupid aura of silences yet, so they're gonna get in. So the other reason, well, I guess I could crack now because yeah, I mean, I wanna draw a card that does something, and I think this Plowshares is getting reasonably paid. The one thing was like they could play a post-combat Terror of War. I was initially trying not to fetch so that I wouldn't have to worry about the post-combat Terror of War. All right. So what do we want out of this? I suppose we could just live with an exploration. Put the exploration on the table. Something like just put exploration down so that I mean, the wild growth could also just force them to always be wild growthing. I mean, the rest of them aren't really under consideration, right? Maybe I'll just hang on to the wild growth for like a trigger or a ritual later on. But I also like don't really want to like have my mana cut off. I guess if I wild growth the plains, then they always hit the plains. Well, no, after wild growth the forest, they'd hit the forest, and then I'd have green-white every turn. I don't think that's that good. Maybe I shouldn't have Plowshares the Werebearer. I should have just drawn forest, Plowshares the Werebearer, and then shuffled my library. Because I could Plowshare on my turn with like, I wasn't planning on doing anything besides like potentially play Enchantress Presence. Nimble, fetch. Plains, cycle, try to hit a land drop. They're like not going to port me this turn. Ooh, they can pick up the Tranquil Thicket and cycle that. They're not interested, I suppose. Upkeep, plains, okay. Tap the plains. So, what do we do? Do we fetch for green? Fetch for white. I would just start porting green. I think we fetch for white, and then we'll just have to wild growth the green, or wild growth the white to force them to port the other land. There's this City of Brass and Argothian. Well, I don't want to give them the ability to port my City of Brass, but I also don't have a choice. I guess they're not going to want to port the City of Brass once I have wild growth going. Replay the plains. Go for Terror of War. In for 1. No response from me. Another Argothian, why not, please? I could like bait the Armageddon, maybe? I really want to put P-Wave down this turn. If I go growth, I can go growth. Cast growth. Growth, 2, 1 floating, cast growth, 2, and then City of Brass P-Wave. Oh wait, oh yeah, it works. The problem is I'll have, they can just Armageddon. Armageddon gives them Threshold. So assuming that I'm going to get Armageddon, what do I want to do? Hold back like whatever and just cast Kirtar's Desire. Hold back like a wild growth. But then I get ported anyways. Well, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Growth. Can I just go growth P-Wave? I can do that and then hold back or growth. And then they go Armageddon, and then I just need a white source to plop a Kirtar's on this Terror of War. Do I have better options? Maybe I can go growth and then growth up this plains. Or go Kirtar's Desire, growth the plains, and then play Solitary. Because that makes it so that I don't have to that makes it so I don't have to like whatever. Maybe I just play Solitary. Maybe I just play Kirtar's. They go for Armageddon. I think we can play around Armageddon, right? Because like if we just get another land, this will get tapped. We get another land, we growth or something, or we just slowly play lands. Yeah, I don't know. I cut the Sacred Grounds for my sideboard. Go for that. Okay. So now they can tap down, and then I need some help. Well, whatever. They had the Naturalize. Can't do anything about that. So they tap this. It's fine. Tutor and land. Brushland. Draw. So play Brushland and then play Solitary. No attack. And then I could consider just pitching until I replenish. Is that outrageous? Maybe I needed to fetch because I don't want to draw. Oh no, I can not draw Tutor as long as I want. So what I could do, yeah, I mean, maybe my out is to just go like Wild Growth into Sea of Brass into Replenish Opal Wave combo, and then just like hope they don't have a second port. Like if they go Armageddon port, like whatever I lose, that kind of stuff just happens to me. All right, let's see what's coming. If I have like a presence coming, I'll change my mind. Oh, that's changes things quite a bit. So that's 3 mana. That was a mistake, right? Or wait, I can just say no. Hold on, so if I go Wild Growth, Sanctum taps for 4, pitch Opalescence, Wild Growth, Plains, draw a card. It's a Sanctum. Play the Wooded Foothills or don't play the Wooded Foothills. Sanctum taps for 4, I'm like 1 off, right? Sanctum taps for 4, and then I just get a P-Wave. It's not enough. Oh, but if I replenish here, oh, I should have pitched P-Wave, because if I replenish here, I get back the Kirtars. But as I've played it, I'm a little cooked. And then they can also Plowshares my, well, what can they Plowshares my Mirri's Guile? Doesn't matter, right? 1, 2, 3, okay. You shall go here. And yeah, Solitary Confinement gets in, right? Oh, this can't attack, but it can block. Okay, I should have sacrificed this. I would have gotten it back anyways. I should have like planned my whole turn out. Okay, well, I'll take my 3 life then. What's the plan now? Just get in? Get in there? They could, no, I don't think anything makes too much sense here. Get an attack for 3 is not that good. Okay, so I needed that draw step. That draw step was actually quite huge because, yeah, I should have clicked no. I wasn't thinking straight. Cataclysm, that's different. All right, let's keep 1 creature, 1 enchantment, and 1 land, and sacrifice the rest. So I wasted my 1 replenish because I wasn't playing around Cataclysm. It's not the end of the world, but what am I going to draw next? Enlightened Tutor. Ritz Grove, sacrifice. Sylvan? Could have been naturalized, which would have been crazy. So what, I'm going to draw Enlightened Tutor now? Yeah, so I could have played Enlightened Tutor this turn. Oh, wait, I'm drawing Argothian. All right. Unfortunately, this puts me at, and yeah, I do have to play this land. At least I know they don't have Wasteland because they would have played it, right? 1 Opalescence down is also not good. There's a lot of things I did wrong. So the last card is Enlightened Tutor. That's Opalescence. 1, 2, 3. Damn. Well, Opalescence is good, but now I'm about to get cooked. Because now I can get ported or wastelanded. Maybe I should have kept the Mirri's Guile. Knowing my hand. Another Terror War, okay. Do or die. Mirri's Guile, draw 2. And it's free. Oh my god. I just needed to hit a land that turn, man. What am I doing? Just block. I'm just cooked. Okay, well, Presence, draw 2, and then Sanctum. No. All right, that was devastating. Okay, maybe, man, okay. I mean, this is the part where my deck knowledge is not helping me, right? I like kind of need to know a little bit more about what I'm up to. Order of Silence, Replenish, Blessing. P-Wave is kind of expensive, but I do want to establish like Opal Wave with Sterling Grove in play. So the problem is like, yeah, knowing that they're going to be using Order of Silence on me is kind of depressing. Play around Cataclysm as well. Cataclysm gets around Karmic Justice quite well. Solitary for Fog is not that good. Trim 1 Sterling Grove, I'm really not going to use it to search. They can just blow stuff up so easily. Trim Wild Growth or Trim Kirtar's Desire. I think Trim Wild Growth kind of makes plenty of sense. Should I go Cleansing because it's a spell? I wish that it hit more. Well, this person is our nemesis, I guess. Okay. I guess this is fine. Mirri's Guile with double shuffle. These mid-range matchups, I'm not liking Exploration, that's for sure. They go Mox. Battlefield Forge, tapped land. Mongoose. I think I kind of want to blow up this Mox, or kind of want to play Argothian Enchantress. So I guess that means that they're going to play or Silence next turn, which is a major bummer. Oh, it's just a Terravore. Okay, so it means they want to play Armageddon next turn. They're going for the combo draw. Exploration, Argothian, pass, and then I can Blessing this Terravore to death. As long as they don't do anything fancy. You go Cycling, Wasteland, cool. So I can like force them to wasteland their own land. I do take 6, but can live with that. Oh, the fact that it's Brushland is less than ideal. I can live with it though, right? They're putting themselves pretty far behind if they do that. And they did yield, so maybe they are fully F6'd. Oh, yeah, they did yield. All right, so get in, get 'em. Is there out here? Obviously, Cataclysm get 'em is a travesty. All right, we need to start accelerating. We need our Serra Sanctums yesterday. Pretty excited that we killed the Terravore though. Geez, am I gonna get Cataclysmed like next turn? Is there like a good way to play around that? I think like having a trillion cards in hand is like how you play around it, right? There's no point in playing the Serra Sanctum, but is there a point to playing the Wild Growth and the Serra Sanctum? I could just chill and not get baited into Cataclysm next turn, because after I cast this Wild Growth, nothing happens, so I can chill. Or I could just try to pop off with this Serra Sanctum. How many land drops do I have remaining? I played the Brushland, so I have 1 land drop remaining. So I could go P-Wave, but that's only good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1 mana left over after I P-Wave. Don't think that's good enough. I think I want to play P-Wave and Opal in the same turn. They take 8, of course. In for 1. No effects. I win the game, comma, question mark. Opalescence is in. And a Sterling Grove to boot. Sterling Grove. 3. Wild Growth. This Forest. Drawing 3. Okay, the Replenish basically... Oh, the double Opalescence means that this is game, right? Make a trillion mana. Play P-Wave. Draw 3. Play Opal, draw in and out. Wave the library. Can I win faster than this? No, right? Okay. Attack. This. And then I guess play another P wave and another Opal. Or I don't need another Opal, right? I'll just put, why not? I'll play a Karmic Justice. All right. Land, presence, land. Forest, okay. On to the next. Man, killing the Terror War like that is really tempting for me to use Tormod's Crypt, but I think this is it. I think we stick to the plan. Also, the game would have gone differently. They would have had stuff in play. This is about as good as it gets, right? Forest, Mirri's, Guile, Argothian. Ooh. And Port? What's that up to? Maybe I want to spam? And just kind of believe in Mirri's Guile here? Because spamming it's going to help me get tempo back. Werebear? Jeez. To Worldly Tutor. Double Argothian. Interesting. More so like a shuffle. The thing is I have the Serra Sanctum, so I can get ported, and the Serra Sanctum making 2 is kind of good. But so is drawing with Argothian. Opponent has 3 cards left. I have a feeling they're going to have a Aura of Silence, in which case I really want to have my Serra Sanctum be able to tap for 2. Because they can also Aura of Silence, and I think this is like probably right, or probably reasonable. They go for a second Mox Terravore? Just aggro time? Mox Sylvan with 2 mana up for, oh, just so they can do this? Okay, well all I need is some cookies. P Wave. How good is P Wave? It's not that good. Okay. They're about to draw 2 or 3. So I'm not going to expose the Serra Sanctum this turn, right? So I really just want to draw planes. And I have the Exploration. Oh wait, I have the Exploration. Wait. So that means the Exploration I can go Argothian, land, something? No, doesn't quite work. Argothian, land, something. I can go Presence, land, something. No. So we should just play the Argothian and plains this turn. They pay both. They can go buy a wasteland. I'll waste the Brushy. That's not a huge deal if all they do is tap here. So they're gonna tap green. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It's not enough things. 1, 2, 3. It's not enough. Not enough stuff. All right. Oh, I should have floated so that I could Worldly Tutor and then fail to find next time, just to shuffle my Guile. They can go for double port. Yeah, the engine didn't get up and running fast enough. Yeah, double port is too good, right? Well, it's the Sylvan Library that's obviously the problem. Them being able to just stack it all up is a bit too good. Although they are sort of, they have the port naturally. So should we fail to find anyways because we know we don't have a land? Yeah, we want 3 works that looks at a land, right? That's fine. Done. Yeah, there's those 3 looks. I mean, we're doing what we have to do, right? Like, obviously I'm going to get cataclysmed out of this country, right? But I need to draw cards. Once I have this established, they can go grab a wasteland or whatever. The Moxes are actually helping them out because they had all the card advantage they needed, but the Moxen's like kind of letting them accelerate past. Well, everything is they have everything they need to like enact their entire plan. So get the wasteland, but at least they're slow. I'll take a little bit of solace in the fact that they're not going super crazy, and we have 4 Serra Sanctums for a reason. And if they're just going to port every turn, it is locking up a lot of their resources. So, and as soon as if I just keep drawing 1 mana enchantments, because they're going to waste whatever, but I'll still have 2 mana up. 2 mana is up all I need to start a revolution, right? Drawing 2 cards, I can flip things around pretty quickly, and then I just have to dodge Cataclysm. And even Cataclysm, they sacrifice 2 Mox Diamonds and a creature and everything. It's kind of like okay. They could develop the Terravore here. They go for the Ray of Revelation. That's pretty good. Ray of Revelation is good. So they go tap. I can still draw another Presence if I'm a lucky guy. They're nearing this thing. Karmic Justice, at least, is fine. Okay. Oh, I could have also just ran straight into the Replenish. Possibly. Do they only play Cataclysm? If they had Geddon, I can get them. Go get another Wasteland. They can waste, double tap. It's okay. I'm just trying to grind. But the waste does mean the Werebear is a big guy, and then now they have a real clock. Oh, they're going for Cataclysm into Wasteland. Okay, well, I want a creature, and I guess I want Mirri's Guile is my next enchantment because I have to draw heat, and I know that I'm drawing Parallax whatever, which is not heat. Mox Diamond, Werebear, Sylvan Library, and Port. They're going to play Wasteland. Alright, then they can play a land and like whatever. Yeah, I mean I have to keep the Guile. Like they can blow it up with Ray of Revelation, but at least that takes them off threshold. If I didn't hold back the land, it just would have gotten Wastelanded. Oh no, they have 11. Obviously they have Threshold Forever. Threshold Forever should be a new band name. Okay, 4. It's going to be 4 turns of this, plus whatever stuff they have. Okay, maybe I need Wild Growths just because I need mana sources, even though Wild Growths get rushed and imported. The turn I play them, they kind of ritual out because of our Wild Growth plus Sanctum. They had 2 mana. Let's see. Well, I think this is just the story of getting Sylvan Library, right? Like, last game I blew up the Sylvan Library. This game I did not blow up the Sylvan Library. See, I can still go like White Source. I can still make things sort of happen. Not really. I need to go like fetch land. So I can go fetch land. Maybe I should have saved up Plains so that I could draw Kirtar's Wrath or Kirtar's Desire or Plowshares as outs. This is deterministic. All right. GG's. Needed my own Mox Diamond, I suppose. All right. So a little bit sad that we have to play the same kind of deck twice. Before I start, we can't forget about, and I think Terrageddon is an interesting choice in this metagame because I don't think it's that good against red, but if you believe that people are going to play Enchantress and you have enough anti-Dreadnought tech, you can sort of play anti-Dreadnought, Terrageddon, and like make your Terrageddon deck only anti-Dreadnought and red. Just lose to combo unless, of course, you can mana disrupt them. And then that looks like a pretty good Enchantress matchup to me. Like, I don't know. I don't like getting cataclysmed. But yeah, it's interesting. I did a 5-0 run with this deck off stream. It was really excellent. It felt powerful, felt kind of unstoppable. And now it's felt, you know, at least moderately stoppable. Honestly, my only 3 losses are to, like, I don't know, seemingly a bad matchup that I could plausibly do a little better, or just like play Sacred Grounds, which I did cut from the sideboard because I was like, who plays, you know, who plays that kind of stuff? Also, I think Sacred Ground and Cataclysm might still be bugged. It's supposed to trigger, but online I think it doesn't fully trigger. And, you know, whatever, but still a strong deck. We didn't get to play the mirror to test out our mirror tech. I had a feeling that would, you know, be a possibility. Like, obviously, I didn't think it was necessary to come up. Worldly Tutor, I don't recall if we ever cast it on turn 1, but I don't know. It's still a powerful deck. We won on a multi-4. We, you know, beat up a lot of decks before, you know, getting 3-0'd out of the challenge, but still not a bad showing for Enchantress.